So just a few adjustments you said regarding the rules. So no headbutts or
Dude, we can't remove headbutts. Headbutts are staying. We gotta have headbutts. I love them. That's
okay,
why, I mean, it's one of the things I love. The only thing we got to change really is the 2 minute revival rule. And the reason for that is the studies in the West about concussion rates. For example, if you get knocked out in boxing, MMA, or any type of combat sport in the
right,
US, you need at least 30 days to recover. They say because during that time is when you're most susceptible to longer term brain damage. So it's
right.
impossible for me to get that rule approved in the US. They will never approve it.
Okay,
So we've
yeah,
asked very respectfully the federation to allow us to remove that one rule. They were reluctant because it's part of Letway, but they understand if we want to go international, we have to remove that rule. So that's one rule that's been removed. Um,
okay,
so the headbutts are staying. Everything else is the same. Nothing else changes.
right,
So
okay. I
it's
think that
Letway.
yeah, I think that's good. I think that's acceptable.
Oh,
Because the
one more
2 minute
thing.
revival rule, it's very dangerous too in a way for the fighters. Um, so yeah, I think that will work.
Right. So, I mean, look, I didn't want to remove any rules. I love Lethwei. I love everything about it. But if we're going to do this on a big scale, which we are, then that has to go. The other thing as well is we've incorporated a point system because Westerners want to see a winner and a loser. Now, as much as, again, I love the way Lethwei runs, the traditional side, we have to have a point system in the West. We have to for many, many reasons. So they've agreed
Right.
to that as well, provisionally, that
Okay.
we can adapt the rule set there. But again, remember, this is all for the sole purpose of celebrating and promoting the traditional Lepway because we'll be going back to Myanmar every year with a major event and we'll be celebrating and we'll be operating under the traditional rule sets, no changes. But headbutts definitely stay.
Okay. All right. How about the week classes? Because we
Ooh,
have open week in Burma. So
beautiful question. Okay, this is very, very important question you've asked me. So something that I'm very opposed to, which I'm against, is extreme weight cuts. Okay, and the reason I say that is because in Thailand, in Myanmar, in other parts of Asia, the fighters they don't cut as much weight as the Westerners. So what happens is the Westerners have got all this science and all these methods to rehydrate and put on all this weight after they've weighed in. They go into the fight looking much, much bigger than the Asian fighters.
right.
And it's not fair. It really is not fair. Now, you can argue that the Asian fighters should learn how to cut weight, but I'm not even going to accept that. I don't think that they should have to. I think that they're coming in much closer to their fighting weight. So what we're going to do is we're going to prevent extreme weight cuts. So we're going to do same day weigh-ins. So you're weighing in the
Okay.
morning. Yep, you're fighting in the evening. But I'll also make sure that what you weigh in the morning, you're only going to allow a certain percentage of rehydration. If you go above that, you're going to be penalized. You have to be
Mm,
very close weight to your opponent. That is one thing that I'm very, very adamant about because it's not fair for a Thai or a Burmese or a Cambodian to come in, say, 62 kilos and then go back into the fight maybe 64, but their opponent's like 70, 72. I can't have
right.
that. So I
Okay.
think weight cuts have been exploited. I don't think it's a fair practice unless everybody's got access to the same science, the same protocols. So for me, I'm going to make sure that
True.
weights are very, very close.
All right. One last question
Yeah.
regarding the ring. So the ring will be in a in a BKFC style, the circular ring.
Dude, I'm loving the way
Okay.
you're thinking, man. We got to work more together on this, right? So,
Yeah.
this was another thing I presented to the federation. I said, look, if we're going to work with the BKFC brand, then there's certain things that I have to adhere to follow the brand guidelines. So, one is the round ring. So, we are going to use the round ring. Okay, just like you
Right.
see in BKFC, it's going to be left way rules, but we're going to use the round ring. The other
Okay.
thing as well is the way the hands are wrapped in left way. The wraps come over the knuckles. We can't have
Yep.
that in BKC. So we're going to do the exact same style, but 1 inch below the knuckle. So they'll be purely bare knuckle, but they'll be
Okay.
white. You have the blue and red crosses like they do in left way, but
Hmm.
completely bare knuckle. We're also
Okay.
going to wrap the feet the same. So the feet will be wrapped white with the blue and red straps as well. So The other thing as well that's going to change slightly in the international Lethwei. So we've got two rule sets: international Lethwei, which will be under BKFC, and then we'll have traditional Lethwei. International Lethwei, we're going to run 2 minute rounds, 1 minute rest, because our
Okay.
fans want to see fast-paced action. So we're going to follow the same format as BKFC: 5 rounds, 2 minutes per round, 1 minute rest. Traditional Lethwei is 5 rounds, 3 minutes per round, 2 minutes rest. So
Right.
our international version is going to be slightly faster, real bare knuckle in a round ring. Then we go back to Myanmar. We do the traditional Lethwei once a year in Yangon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um, Sounds good. Thank you very much. It's a lot of information, and I'm very happy and very excited